Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another video of the reboot of God of War, and today we are doing what I hope is to be the finale to the reboot of God of War. And now since I already played Ragnarok with the DLC Valhalla on the PS4, I will be playing Ragnarok with the DLC Valhalla on the PS5 version, because when I first played Ragnarok, I was obviously so excited, but there was a few things I forgot about the game, and then later on, my memory was like, oh, now I remember, and then replaying this, I was like, okay, here we go, this and that explains in the second game. So, once I'm done with this one, whenever I put it on my schedule, God of War Ragnarok with the DLC Valhalla on the PS5 with the PS4 version as well. So obviously, most of the link below will be the OG God of War games once I figure out how to record games on the PS3. God of War Ascension, God of War 1, Chains of Olympus. Oh dear, I had the name wrong. God of War Ascension, God of War Chains of Olympus, God of War 1, God of War Ghosts of Sparta, and God of War 2. Since God of War 3 is already remastered on the PS4, I don't need to play it on the PS3. Although I am still very confused as to why God of War 3 got remastered on the PS4 and not Ascension, since Ascension was the latest game before the reboot, and Ascension had the multiplayer option mode on it. So, it kind of makes sense to do the Ascension, not the God of War 3 Remastered, or both if they wanted, but oh well. But anyway, every God of War game, linked below. A similar type of mythological fantasy kind of games will also be linked below. Not gonna go into the specific details on those mythological-like fantasy games. It's gonna say similar ones will be linked below. And obviously, other types of open world games similar to God of War and obviously Ragnarok will also be linked below. Not gonna go to the details, gonna say similar open world games will be linked below. Now obviously, as I said again, this is going to be the finale, so what I'm also hoping to do before we do this is try to upgrade our armor, which means we're gonna have to go back to Niflheim and Muspelheim, do the challenges, get all the miss echoes, and whatever it is, whatever the embers thing you get in Muspelheim to upgrade the armor, and then once we do that, move on and finish the game.
With that. One of these days you're gonna tell me who made those beauties.
Oh, you meant the boy, of course.
Ready to go! level of every test. I don't think even Ragnarok could stop us now.
Try keeping that clean. I think that's a keeper. Fine piece of work, if I say so myself. Looks amazing.
Proudly, you son of a bitch.
Steady.
To statuini smututuva.
Is the statue lost to us?
He thinks it might still be in his stomach. And he's open to letting you row into his mouth to look inside.
Ew. Really?
By the by, he's not wild about it either.
So, are we really doing this? Letting the serpent swallow us?
You do not have to come.
Well, I'm not gonna miss this. Sure this is a good idea?
No.
Well, brothers, I've been to many strange places, but this will be a new one.
Yeah, I've never been in a giant's belly either. What about you, Father?
Never one that was not trying to eat me.
You really should expect that sort of response at this point.
Here we go. Funny. I used to dream about getting eaten.
Dreams are nothing
I'm
to...
not afraid. It just reminded me of a way I used to feel when I was a child. Let's find that statue.
Smells not as bad as I thought it'd be. Bit like heather ale fermenting. Rather pleasant, actually.
You're so weird. The water kind of burns in here. That is water, isn't it?
Aye. Most of it.
We can beach over here.
There, the hammer.
I see something over there. Mimir, any idea where Odin hid your eye?
No, it's not like I can still see through it.
Yep, that's an eye.
Maybe you should stick that in my head for safekeeping. Gently now, gently. Thank you, brother. You don't miss depth until it's gone.
How's it feel, Mimir?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm feeling whole again, but it's a right improvement.
The Bifrost is intact.
It'll serve.
Then we have all we need.
Finally, we're going to Jotunheim. There's no stopping us now.
Laddie, have you ever heard the term tempting fate?
Fate is another lie
Told by the gods, yes, of course. You really are your father's son, you know.
So how do we get back out?
We signal.
What's going on? Well, that was mildly terrifying. Maybe our presence is upsetting Jormungandr's belly.
No, something is wrong.
What's happening to it?
Nothing good. Glad that's over.
Is he getting hit? What is that?
We must hurry.
Couldn't agree more, brother.
Hold tight and watch your balance.
The board shifting! I'm gonna...
I have you. Boy!
I'm good. I think I'm getting kind of used to this. What happened to him? Something we did?
No. Something else. A dead giant. Why would the serpent leave us here?
Look! Freya. We can still trust her, right?
Until we know for certain, keep her distant.
The world's serpent. What's happened here?
We hoped you would know.
You are far from home.
I'm looking for my son. The two of you. You helped me see things more clearly.
You do not know where he is then?
No. But the woods and fields speak his name. I know he walks here in Midgard.
When did you see him last?
Long ago. Before you were even born. Why are you standing so far from me? What's wrong? Something's happened.
There!
I had a feeling that hurting the big snake would bring the two of you out in the open. Do you have any idea at all, what you have cost me?
My boy.
Mother.
I'm here. Don't run away.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere, Mother.
I know that you're still angry. I know that how you feel hasn't changed, but I want you...
How I feel? How I feel? I've spent the last 100 years dreaming of this moment. I rehearsed everything I ever wanted to say to you, every word, to make you understand exactly what you stole from me. But now, I realize I don't need you to understand anything. I don't need you at all.
Back off, Kratos. This has nothing to do...
This path you walk. Vengeance. You will find no peace. I know.
You... I'll deal with you later. But family first. This again?
I can reach him! You have to stop fighting!
And your legs! I hate you. Why do you two care about this? Get out of my way!
No.
Mother!
Older! Son, stop! Please! We can fix this!
Yes!
I said stop!
You might want to turn away, boy. This won't be pretty.
I won't let you hurt him.
No, boy.
Fine.
Stop! No! Atreus! You're bleeding. Breathe, boy. Breathe!
Not my blood.
What is that? I can feel this. I can feel everything.
He's vulnerable now?
You will not do this!
What's going on? Is Freya trying to kill us?
No. Do you hear the wind? We are moving.
That arrow. Baldur punched the mistletoe?
In the quiver strap, yes. Mistletoe harmed him.
Freya said it was wicked.
He's more than harmed. The spell is broken.
He can be killed.
I'm certain of it. It's all coming back now.
Now he remembers. She's controlling that thing?
Stay out of it! I can reason with him!
No, woman! You cannot! He means to kill you!
You can't stop me! No one can!
Where is he?
I don't care if he kills me. I will protect him. I will not let him die.
Don't touch him. This will all be over soon.
There!
You will stop this now.
Oh, outstanding! Oh, it's wonderful!
That's why I only wanted to protect you.
Incredible! More! I feel freezing!
No!
The chill
Stop hurting
is better
my
than I
boy!
thought. This can hold me! Wait, mother! I'm coming for you! Mother!
Atreus! Atreus!
I'm up here! I'm okay!
I'm doing wonderful. I have never felt so alive.
Stop this! Reba!
More! Show me more! Oh, outstanding! Oh, it's wonderful! Incredible! Yes! 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 I'll kill you!
Atreus!
Stay away from my son! You don't have to do this!
There!
Stop him!
Please! There has been enough pain!
Shut up! Before you die, I want to thank you. Both of you. You've done what even the All-Father himself could not. I've never felt more alive. Ironic, isn't it? What? Why won't you die?
You must stop!
Come on! Do it! Do it!
Stop. Please.
He's beaten, Father. Not a threat.
You will not come for us again. You will not touch her.
I don't need your protection.
Just can't help yourself. Can you, Mother? No matter what I do or say, you won't stop interfering in my life.
I was just trying to protect you. I've made mistakes. I know. But you're free now. You have what you want. Try to find forgiveness. We can build something new.
No. We can't. Because I will never forgive. You still need to pay for the lifetime that you stole from me.
I have paid. I have paid. But if that alone will make you whole, if seeing me dead will make things right, I won't stop you.
I know.
What? No, Father!
I love you.
Why do you even care? You could have walked away.
The Cygolians here must be better than this.
No, my boy! My dear sweet boy!
Freya. He chose this.
I will rain down every agony, every violation imaginable upon you. I will parade your cold body from every corner of every realm and feed your soul to the vilest filth in hell. That is my promise.
He saved your life.
He robbed me of everything. Everything. You were just an animal. Passing on your cruelty and rage, you will never change.
And you do not know me.
I know enough. Does he?
Boy. Listen close. I'm from a land called Sparta. I made a deal with the god that cost me my soul. I I killed many who were deserving. And many who were not. I killed my father.
That was your father in hell. Is this what it is to be a god? Is this how it always ends? Sons killing their mothers? Their fathers?
No. We will be the gods we choose to be. Not those who have been. Who I was is not who you'll be. We must be better.
Well, guess we're the bad guys now.
In her eyes, yes. But she could never make that choice. We should finish this journey while I still have strength.
I don't understand. I know saving her was the right thing, but she seemed all evil at the end.
Not evil. You killed her son, lad. Her son. The death of a child is not something a parent gets over easily.
But he was gonna kill her.
She would have died to see him live. Only a parent can understand.
So you'd let me kill you?
If it meant you would live. Yes.
Look, there was no easy choice. For anybody, brother. But I think we can all agree you did the right thing. The world's a better place with Freya in it. Just give her time, lads. She'll come around.
Back to Tyr's temple, then. One last time.
Aye. Jotunheim awaits.
Why did Baldur change his heart?
Odin must have convinced him that following you to Jotunheim would bring us cure. Lies, I'm sure.
Why did mistletoe break the spell?
Vanir magic is powerful, but its rules are slippery and elusive. I'm sure it makes sense if you're a witch. Oh, but it's also bloody tragic. Baldur was the greatest gift Odin granted Freya. The one thing she treasured from their marriage. She only hoped to spare him pain and spare herself loss. But such impulses can lead good parents to make terribly stupid decisions. Well, if things work according to plan... Go ahead and lock in Jotunheim and we'll be on our way. Probably.
Boy, ahead. Get ready.
Oh, right. Got it. Let's hope this doesn't cause you to explode or anything.
Oh, hadn't considered that. Maybe we should talk about this a bit more.
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine. Ready?
That's unpleasant!
Now, boy! We must be close.
Well, what are we waiting for? Think it's far?
We will see.
A word, please, before we continue. Listen, the last thing you two need up there's a decomposing heat ruining the moment. Why don't I wait for you here? This is between you and the boy.
True. But if someone were to
My
fight...
Lady Sif's soft, perfect sloshers. You done did it.
Sorry. We had to see this.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. Fine, damn it. Fine!
Watch their head till we return.
I can do this. No, I can't. Oh.
Okay.
Ready. Come.
Boy, do I have plans for you.
You hurry back.
Don't flatter yourself.
Look! We're on the giant's fingers. I can see the highest peak ahead. Right over there. We did it.
We did.
What are you doing?
I have nothing more to hide.
Can we go now? We're so close.
Boy. Carry her. Boy.
It's nothing. I just thought I'd hear voices by now. Anybody here?
What is this place?
They must have all come through here when they left Midgard. What was left of them.
Why carve all these faces?
What if this is all of the giants that got out of Midgard alive? Not really many at all. Odin and Thor, ruining everything for everybody.
Where are they now?
The giants came back home so they could survive. But I'm not sure they did. Huh. Who's the Guardian? I should feel them, but I don't. This place is dead. What happened to them? Why'd Mom send us here?
One question is answered and two more take its place.
Wait! Father! Something's happening! It's your axe. It's Mother. Look! She's arguing with a bunch of giants. She knew giants? That's us! The first time we met the world serpent. But how? And our fight with Baldur! But that just happened. Wait. They knew everything that was going to happen. The dragon in the mountain, the stone mason, all these drawings. This is our story.
No. This is your story.
But what does it all mean?
That I was not the only parent with secrets.
You didn't know. She was a giant. I'm a giant. Why didn't she tell us?
She sent us here, knowing we would find this.
But Why not just tell us the truth?
Your mother would have had good reasons. Baldur was never sent to find me. He was tracking her all along, not knowing she was only ashes.
If she had a plan for us, I trust it. Whatever it is. Besides, she hasn't been wrong yet. Come on. We're so close to the end now.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Look, it's Mother's. She was here. She saw every step we took before we took it. Like she was always with us. Watching over us. Leading us home. Let's finish it. Father?
No. We do it together. Son. Goodbye, Faye.
I love you, Mom. The giants. They really are all gone. There's nothing for us here.
Come.
So, I get that Mother was a giant, which makes me part giant and part god.
And part mortal.
Right. I guess there's just one thing I don't understand. My name on the wall. The giants called me... Loki?
Loki. That's the name your mother wanted for you when you were born. She must have called you that to her people.
But why?
A question for another day. Let us go home.
Guess it all makes sense now. Why she want to end up here? Be with her kind? But did she know it was going to be like this here? Is this what she wanted us to see? Did she want us to tell the people? Or keep it a secret?
I do not know.
So what should we do?
I trust you to decide that.
Oh. So, why'd you want to name me Atreus? I know it can't be for a god.
No. He was a soldier. A Spartan.
A great warrior?
All Spartans are great warriors. We trained from birth. Our lives were discipline, duty, battle, and death. Life was grim, and we greeted it grimly. But Atreus of Sparta was unlike the rest of us. He wore a smile even in the worst of times. He was happy. He inspired us to hope that though we were machines of war, yet there was humanity in us. Goodness. When the day came for him to lay down his life in battle, his sacrifice saved countless others and turned the tide in our favor. I carried him home on his shield and buried him with all the honors of Spartan custom. His memory was a comfort in dark times.
Wow, you actually told a good story. Amir missed it. I understand if you want to go home, but maybe helping people was part of why Mom sent us out here, too. I mean, what would Atreus of Sparta do?
And what would Loki do?
Huh. That's a weird name. I'm glad we went with yours. There's something up there.
Lads, am I glad to see you. I believe I've reached my limit for dwarven charm.
What happened, Mimir?
They took an uncomfortable number of measurements and then proceeded to bicker about the weather.
Where do you want us to take you?
How about the warm confines of anywhere bloody else? Before we return to Midgard, I should warn you, more time has passed than you likely realise. The snowfall that began when you slew Baldur, it's become something else. The stuff of omens.
Omens for the coming of winter.
Not just any winter, but a great winter to span 3 summers. And when it's done, Ragnarok begins.
Ragnarok from snow.
Aye, snow. Lots more snow. And then the end of the bloody world. In that approximate order.
Another prophecy.
No, brother. Prophecy doesn't expect this for 100 more winters at least. You've changed something. Prophecy didn't count on you.
I'm telling you, it's Fimbulwinter. I can feel it in my scrot. This is the big one.
Stop saying that. Oh, you're making me very nervous. It was bound to snow sooner or later.
That ain't just snow, and you know it. It's the end times.
How dare you make me the voice of reason?
Guys?
Just discussing the weather. Bit of a cold snap lately.
What he means is, Fimbulwinter's upon us, boys. The winter to end all winters. I can feel it in my scrot.
Yeah. We heard.
So if you're heading home, try to keep moving. And also, to not die.
Or if you're not heading home, same advice.
Hey, wait for me. Mimir, you never told me what happened with the stonemason's son.
Hrimthur, son of Thamur. After completing his father's masterwork, the Great Wall of Jotunheim, he thought of nothing but making the Aesir pay for their crimes against the giants. Once he longed to fight Thor, but tragedy had brought wisdom to Hrimthur, and cunning. He observed that Asgard's walls were half-built and shoddy, for no Aesir god could be bothered with such tiresome labour. So Hrimthur adopted the guise of an ordinary man and made the Aesir an offer. He would build them majestic new walls, and if he couldn't build them within 2 turns of the season, they would owe him nothing for his labours. And if he succeeded, he asked only for an audience with the goddess Freya. Odin agreed, knowing the task was impossible, but intrigued by the stranger. Hrimthur made short work of it, of course. He had the benefit of his father's training and the aid of a magical stallion for fetching stones. Odin was not happy to find himself on the losing end of the wager, but he seemed to uphold his end of the bargain. Freya was sent to meet the mason, and to her surprise, he wanted only to whisper something in her ear. That being done, he made his way out of Asgard, and when he found Thor awaiting him at the gates of Midgard, he knew he had been double-crossed. But he didn't care, because his plan was complete.
It was? What did he say to Freya?
Only she could say for certain, but I've had many moons to work it out. Hrimthur knew that Freya loathed the Aesir, despite her marriage to Odin, and I believe he gave her the secret to Asgard's defences. Some weakness he may have built in, structural or magical, which I expect will be exploited come Ragnarok when Surtur arrives to burn Asgard to ash. If not sooner. Brothers, there's another thing I must let you know. From the time you were away in Jotunheim.
Well, tell us then.
It concerns Freya. She paid me a visit.
What did you tell her?
What little I know about where Odin may have kept her Valkyrie wings. It seems she's rather bent on reclaiming her warrior spirit. I'm afraid the cycle of vengeance may not be so easily broken.
Is it a good idea coming back here?
She's probably in there planning your demise, brother.
Or bringing Baldur back to life? Like she did you, Mimir.
Oh, I'm not alive, lad. I'm reanimated, sure. But make no mistake, I'm still quite dead. I'll never be what I once was. She won't want this for her son. Trust me.
That's a relief. Not the part about you being dead, but, you know. Know any more stories, Mimir?
Of course, laddie, and yours for the asking. But I prefer the boat. In here is distracting.
We're finally home. Feels like a lifetime ago.
Bit drafty, maybe. It's a right improvement over having tree bark in your tadger.
Time to rest.
I'm gonna sleep through winter.
Okay, this'll do.
Sleep.
Way ahead of you.
The ball!
You know, I'm not gonna take nothing away from Ragnarok, because Ragnarok was obviously special in its own way, but you know, the fact that, you know, this game represents that, you know, like, PlayStation was introducing us to Kratos once again, but obviously, you know, a new look to Kratos, to him much more older, not very different, where he was like angry and full of vengeance. He's obviously very different in this one, and obviously, you know, the same in Ragnarok, which is obviously, you know, for me, it was huge, because as an OG God of War game, I'm used to Kratos as angry. He's very stern. He's always very vengeful, talking with an angry face. And then when I see him and hear how he's so frail, he's scared and wants to protect his son, wants to be a father, to me, and obviously, you know, showing emotion, like being afraid, scared, to me, that's something I thought I never see. And obviously, you know, for years people have always predicted, you know, like, who will win with a fight against Kratos and Thor? And obviously, you know, with this game it finally happens for the sequel. But, you know, for me to replay this game again, it just made me remember how magical this was for me. And I'm glad I took the time to replay this again. And now I'm gonna do it again with Ragnarok once I play it again on the PS5. I guess, you know, you always have these moments where, you know, like, you can like movies, you can like music, you can like shows, but to be a gamer, for me, it's kind of like, you know, like, as I said, I'm an OG God of War gamer. So I grew up playing games. I grew up playing literally the Nintendo 64, the original Super Mario World game. I grew up playing that game. I still have Nintendo 64. I still have Super Mario. I just need to hope it still works, because I don't know if it still works, but I have the console and everything. I just need to make sure it works. For me to have this is a treasure for me. And then, you know, as I said again, for me to see Kratos completely different, for me, it's huge for me. Almost like, in a way, you know, like when you first played The Last of Us all the way in 2013 or 2014, whenever the game came out, and then, you know, 10 years later, they make the live action version of the show in HBO, and you relive the same sort of events, like obviously, you know, Joel's daughter dying. In the game, you see it as a very shocking thing, like, oh my god, his daughter's gonna die. And when you watch the show version 10 years later, and you obviously know how it's going to happen, you're just like, oh, I know what's going to happen, but I'm not prepared to see it again, because it feels so different to see a character from the game die from the same but different way in the show. I mean, look at Joel's death. I mean, when he died in the game, straight away, I just put my controller down and walked away. I couldn't even be bothered playing from there on. And then in the show, when it happened again, I was like, okay, I know it's gonna happen again. I need to calm down. But then it came, and I'm just like, no, screw it. I'm out. And I'm just like, ugh. It's like, what did I expect? They weren't always gonna change it. He was always gonna die, but you know, that feeling is when it's very different, because, you know, like, your game, it's a gamer's feeling, not a normal viewer's viewing of it. And to me, that's special, if that makes sense. If that makes sense to anyone, then you understand how I feel when it comes to, like, you know, like, playing God of War games. Especially when, you know, like, you haven't played them in a while and want to play them again, and then you just remember all some of the musics and everything. You just remember how magical it is to hear it. For me, I have that feeling. And if anyone else have that feeling, then you know how I feel. If it doesn't make any sense to you, then I'm sorry. But yeah. But anyway, this was the ending once again to the God of War reboot. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and look out for my God of War Ragnarok videos on the PS5.
Atreus, are you ready?
Yeah, but I had the weirdest dream. Fimbulwinter was ending, and Thor came for us, here at the house.
It was only a dream.
But it felt different. It felt real. It felt like the future.
Then we will worry about it tomorrow. Today, there are still things we can do. Come.